Lotshani lonke ngiyanamukela ku-Live Boys Camps Chat with Khaya Tlou. Hello, welcome. My name is Khaya, my name is Tlou, and welcome to my favorite and yet beautiful show that plays every Wednesday at 7 p.m. South African Standard Time. We're coming to you live from the East. I'm not doing this for quite some time. So we're coming to you live from the Greater Kruger National Park in the southern part of Balo Nature Reserve here in this beautiful area called Pride Lands Conservancy. And who's on camera with us? It was supposed to be myself, but it's not myself. There's no one here, and I have VMP. Oh, I think it's not sharing. It's 7. Yeah, so hopefully the gremlins will be sorted, because we have VMP in FC. Oh, that gave me a fright. So this show happens every Wednesday, and we are talking about live cameras that are installed here in Pridelands and also in our neighboring reserve in the eastern part. It's called Khaya, and Cape Town, and in Civiti, also in Sutherland, with Tlou camera. Also have a camera that is very busy today. That is Khaya in our neighboring reserve in the eastern part. So VMP will be going to a camera in Khaya. I think there's something happening there. I can see the buffaloes that are busy drinking now at night, because this is our multi-view. So we have a multi-view that shows all our cameras. We have elephant cam 1, 2 and 3, we have cheetah cam, we have hyena cam, we have Ntomo Dam, we have Cape Town, we have Tlou, we have Microscope. So hopefully we'll be seeing some things coming to feed or drink there. And then now in Khaya waterhole, I think we do have some cows drinking. Trapper, you can hear me from Cheetah Cam. So let's see who's with us this evening. We have Katie, we have NET, we have Barbara, Cookie, Willow, Mary, Carol, Arla Ramo, Jenny Wren, Fresh School of Life, that's Janine. We have Michaela, a Trapper. Thank you for joining, beautiful people. And you will hear the beeps coming from the studio, and you can also see some of the cameras here just went down because I think it's load shedding, but when it comes back there will be continue grabbing all the interesting thing happening. And you can see my studio, it's a bit nice. So what's happening, going to be showing you the microscope, and I will also be channeling all my clips here from this laptop, and I have my screen there that I can see when I'm working with this microscope, and VMP will be showing you what to see. We have these interesting things here in my plate, in my steel plate. But before we continue with that, let's go to Khaya. VMP. Mass 54, can see you. Hello, maybe. Oh, we do have a buffalo there. You can see there's one buffalo that's drinking, but earlier on we had about 10, and we had adults and we have youngsters. You can see on the other side of mom there's another buffalo there, and these ones, they look like they're females, but I'm not really sure about that because I can't really see the horns, because the females have smaller horns compared to the males. And then they're also active at night, but what they do, they like to sit in an open area, or they will just go to a thick area and just lie down there, hiding away from the predators like lions. And what they also do is that they also stay downwind as possible, so that they are not smelled by these predators, because they know that the predators are active at this time of the day and they are vulnerable, especially these young ones. And if you can see the cuffs, a little bit smaller, you can see their horns are pointing backwards. And what they do is that, because buffaloes are home range animals, they maneuver, they move everywhere in the reserve. And then those youngsters or cuffs, those horns enables them to feed from the back. So VMP is here, and he will be making sure everything is nice and smooth. So this is just right in the neighboring reserve, which is called Khaya or Boston. So it's not really far from here. I can say it's about where this waterhole is located. It's about, I can say, 15 minutes drive. Hey Rosalind, I can see you. And at least we have something on our live cameras here. I think UVM is preparing some more light for us, so that I will look a little bit nice. And while these animals are busy drinking, and VMP is busy fixing some things around here. Oh, Jenny Rand, good evening, our happy Khaya. The wild dogs have just been there before the buffaloes. Really? Whoa. VMP, can we rewind this? Is it possible?
Okay, I just need to go to FC.
Okay, VMP will rewind this live camera so that we can see what happened here before. But yes, what's going to happen is that we will be watching these buffaloes while VMP is rushing to FC because the studio is up. And then the FC is a little bit down from where I am right now. Just a minute to walk. Oh, an hour ago. Yeah, VMP will be doing that. But just now it's just watch on what's happening on Khaya waterhole. And so buffaloes, they need to drink every day because what they do is they feed. They make sure that they fill their rumen with grass. And what they do is they need a lot and lots of water for them to digest everything nice and smoothly. And you'll see them regurgitating their food. So they're just like normal domestic cows. You'll see them chewing while they're relaxing. So what they do, they make sure that the food is properly chewed and the nutrients that are needed from that particular grass. Particular grasses are consumed, and the body takes everything that it needs. And when VMP is there, he will let me know that he'll be rewinding this, and we get to see beautiful wild dogs, the ones that they were chasing, but sadly they didn't find them. So the search continues, the collaring continues. So if they come to our reserve, they will be followed, and then the collar will be installed in that one wild dog, because it's a beautiful pack with 4 individuals, 2 females and 2 males, and I'm looking forward to see how far they go from here, or where they go when they leave Brightlands Conservancy. I can hear VMP on FC. He's already there. Because these buffaloes are just standing still and making sure that those lions are far away from them. And what's so interesting is that our buffaloes here are a little bit safer, because since I've been here, I've never seen a buffalo being taken down by a lion or pride, because we have 2 different prides, the Ngati pride and the Ngati breakaway pride. And so I've seen them feeding on giraffes more than buffaloes. I've never seen them with any buffalo carcass, just a giraffe and impalas. So buffaloes, when they come here in Khaya, I think they know that they are much safer from these carnivorous predators. And I think this is part of this big herd, because we have at least 2 different groups of buffalo breeding herds around here I've seen. So they come and go, and they're following all the best grazing grounds. And you'll see the Daga boys following those breeding herds, and sometimes they stick around as spatula individuals, and while slowly follow up on these breeding herds, because they know that they can't really keep up with the young males and also the females. so they know that they stick around these water holes or where there's nice grasses, and they know that those breeding herds will be coming and visiting those kind of places, so it will be easier for them to wait for them around those areas. VMP, are you in FC, brother? Yes, thank you. So VMP, I think we have to rewind back an hour ago from now. I think maybe it will be an hour and 5 or no. Yes, VMP will be rewinding and want to see our beautiful wild dogs. Because it's been a while. What happened is there was a chaos around Pridelands and Khaya, with the lions were all over the place. There was a clash between those two prides of lions, and so that made those high wild dogs to stray away from these two reserves. So that's why it took a week or 2 for them to come back, and they didn't spend much time around here. They were spotted and then they moved away from Pridelands. But I trust them. I know that they'll be back. Or it's 1744. Wild dogs are from Jenny. Say it's 1744. Just 16 minutes before. Yeah, 1744. Yes, just 16 minutes before 6. Yeah, I think VMP is rewinding that. So now we can see these buffaloes are seen drinking here live, because it's just 12 minutes after 7 p.m. here in South Africa. Let's wait a bit patiently and see what, while VMP is looking for that. VMP, let's jump to another clip, brother. Let's jump to another live camera and see what's happening while you're searching for the dogs. Oh, we have Creator Cam. So this is my clip. VMP. This is not a live cam. This is a clip from my clip. So must I play these, VMP? Oh, okay. VMP is still fixing everything there, because this load shedding has disturbed a few buttons there, and it created some technical issues. Okay, going for elephant cam. Let's see what's happening at the elephant cam, because just right next to us here in HQ or in the camp. So this one is happening live just 14 minutes after 7, and sometimes you see the rhinos coming here, the hyenas passing here, and we were lucky to see the female lion that we saw it live on a kill. It chased a group of impalas, and then it ended up catching one just live. And this is cam 2, and then we also have cam 3. Let's go to camera 3 FC. Yeah, so this is just the very same area, but these cameras are looking in different angles. So this is HQ elephant cam 3, and this one was once attacked by a baboon. It was also attacked by an elephant. And sometimes these elephants and baboons get to be naughty. They want to steal our cameras. Then let's go to another one, brother. Is it Chem 3 down? It looks like elephant Chem 1. I think Chem 1 is, oh, Chem 1 is still, it's up. I can see it by the corner there. Let's go to elephant Chem 1. Oh, Chem, oh, we have Chem 1. Yes, beautiful. So this is where we see all these little things, especially the mongoose, the marsh mongoose. We also saw it here. And in our first summer rains, we saw lots and lots of frogs. Also see hyenas passing there, leopard passing there. Also see snakes. Beautiful small little feathery friends, which are birds. We can see it's located just nearly on the ground, just below the fence there. It's just a beautiful camera to watch. Let's go to another one, brother. One of my favorite. One of the busiest cameras, which is the Critter Cam. Let's go to the Critter Cam, brother. Let's see what's happening. Oh, the Critter Cam, one of my favorite. So you might see something coming to drink here, like a snake, maybe a civet, or a genet. Sometimes see a dormouse here. But now today it's like a bit quiet this evening, and we also saw a leopard carp coming to feed for a couple of days. You can see the top view or the aerial view of Critter Cam and see what's happening there, so that we grab all the shots or angles of the certain species that comes and drink there. So this is a top view of the same water hole. Oh, wrist red and porcupines and jackals last night. Beautiful. So it's one of my favorite cameras. Then let's go to the hyena camera and see what's happening there, FC. Because it sometimes gets so busy at this time of the day, especially when we are away from our tribes. So there's nothing much happening. So this one is just on the southern part where we are right now, because our camp is just on the northern edge of Pritelands. So this camera here on this damn side belongs to the Pritelands clan of hyenas, just when you are about to hit the southern boundary. Yeah, FC. Let's go to the other one. Oh, we're going to check up on the wild dogs. Let's go there, brother. No problem. Yeah, Cookie. Yeah, different. There's so many cute little critters coming in. Oh, this happened like today. Yes. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And you count in the 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be 4. I can see the fourth one just far right. This is the pack that we're looking for. This is the pack that we're looking for, and then it's such beauty. And you can see how they stand, because wild dogs, what they do is they don't just go to a water hole or a dam or river and drink. So what they do, they will look around and make sure whether there's no predator lurking around, like leopards, lions, hyenas, and they will also know that there are crocs or crocodiles in there, the hippos in there, so they don't want any dangers while they drink. And you can see their body language. They're looking all over the place, all over the show, making sure everything is nice and safe before drinking. But sometimes if they suspect that there's something, or they sense danger from that water hole or from a certain water hole or a river or a dam, they won't go and drink. They will just continue with that. And what's so interesting about these wild dogs, they are like cheetahs. What they do is they get all the fluids that's needed by their body from their fresh kills. So what happens is, that's why they prefer to feed on fresh carcasses that they chase and kill. Oh, and this happened very early. Look at this. So it means they will be coming to Pritelands, or who knows, they will be sleeping in Pritelands, and tomorrow morning they will be starting to call, because their call travels very far. Beautiful call. Yes, Mary. They must come and get their jewelry. And their behavior now, it looks like they're sensing that one needs a jewelry. So jewelry, it's their collar. So this is a new pack that it's not collared, so they want to see their movements and they want to monitor them all the time and everywhere they go. And what's so interesting is that in Pridelands we have a great population of impalas, and impalas are one of their favorite animal to hunt. So before they settle in the territory, especially when they want to den, they will check the territory and see how plenty is their prey, so that they don't travel far when they have pups. So what we are hoping for is that they'll be denning here in Pridelands, and then Yuka suspected a den site just southwest corner of Pridelands. So we are not really 100% sure yet, but we're crossing fingers that they do den here in Pridelands, so that we can visit them almost every day and get to see those pups growing, and this pack growing from 4 maybe to 10 or 15, who knows. So you can see Cookie can now tell who's a better male, better female, because we've been following these individuals for quite some time. Hello Ida, I can see you there. You welcome me, thanking Painted Dog TV. Welcome there. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Let's go to Boskamp. Yes, let's go to Boskamp and see what's happening in Boskamp. Yes, this is part of a red Spruit. So this is it's also one of the busiest camera, because you can see all sorts of animals there, from kudus, jackals, porcupines, lions, cheetahs, every sort of animals. And then last week we had a clip of a black rhino passing there, and that was beautiful. Metaphor, I can sleep when you're dead. Yes, there's no time for sleep. And let's go to Cape Town. I don't think Cape Town is much active these days, so we only see some things, some penguins moving there, some geckos walking about. So this is a nest that we nearly saw the chicks growing from an egg stage to the adulthood, but it didn't happen because a Janet stole the chicks and killed them. And then we're hoping that we see something in the future here. And then let's go to Rocket Kloof. Let's go to Rocket Kloof FC. Let's go to Rocket Kloof. Rocket Kloof is a bit quiet, and what you can see, there's some night creatures they're flying. So it looks like they are everywhere, from the Lowveld to Sutherland. So there's night little creatures that they fly about. And so yes, I think that's the end of our live cameras. So what we'll do, we'll go back if there's something happening that you guys can see right at the back here. We have this multi-view. So while I'll be presenting, I'll be chatting with you all, I'll be looking at the screen, and if I'm not, and then FC will let me know if there's something happening here. So you can see from Elephant Cam 1 to Rocket Kloof. So now before I go for my clips, what I'll do, I will start with this something amazing here. We're going to check, because I have a seed pod. So this seed pod, I found it on a drive. It was very, very interesting. And remember, I suspected a false marula and a fig tree. So I came back and I got information. This is a sycamore fig. So that's why I said earlier on, the bark, the texture of the bark and the leaves, formation of the leaves, heart-shaped. They are not from a false marula. And the seed pod is very big, because the false marula have these small little fruits that they grow. This one, it was like a formation of a star, and you can see here it's open. So what they do is these figs, they open, and then they will expose the seeds inside here, and then you have a little bit of hair here, and most of the fruits or trees with these small little hair, it causes irritation. So this is the way that this is how they protect themselves from predators or from people trying to eat. But you know, the bush babies, they feed on this, the chapma baboons, the velvet monkeys, and other birds, they feed on this, especially when they're fresh, and it's nice and easy now. And so what I will do, I'll get a look of at these small little thorns here, the spikes of thorns, and see how sharp they can get. Yeah. And we also have something very, very interesting here that we'll also be looking. I have a some people they call it a horn moth. Some people they call it a Tlou moth. So we'll be looking at that, and I also have a favorite, the elephant poo. There's nothing much happening in here, but I want to see what lives in here. Maybe might be seeing a creepy crawling here, because there's a lot of small little insects that utilizes these droppings. So it's a no-go zone on predators' droppings or scats. Do not touch them and do not taste them. But these herbivore ones feeding on grass and leaves, I can easily eat them, and I'm not saying people must eat them, but I just eat them because if they give life to our trees and gardens, then they might also give life to me. And yes, VMP, we're starting with a sycamore tree seed pod. So let me see whether I still can use this. Yes, there's minus and positive there, so I need to look at my screen. Actually, I'm shaking a bit, VMP. Yes, I need to go a little bit down. Oh, turn the lights on. Yes, I forgot that. Yes, it's on. That's why it was so dark. I was like, what's happening here? At least this microscope doesn't have any load shedding. So look at that. So I can see there's a little bit of hair there, and it's very sharp. And it's, oh, please let me not make everyone very dizzy here, because I'm a little bit shaky. I want to go a little bit down so that I can zoom in there. You can see this, the inside part of this seed pod. It looks like there's veins in there, but no, I can't really see that properly because it's dry, and you can see there's a little bit of red dots in there. And let me zoom. Yes, look at these small little hair, and I still believe that these ones, they do cause some irritation, and it's how this plant or seed pod protect itself. And look at the outer skin here with all these small little spikes and hair. So this causes irritation, and some people, they do eat these sycamore fig fruits, or the inside part, the seeds, because they taste a little bit nice. They're not bitter at all, and they have this hard cover. It's very, very hard. It looks like it's sandy. We just keep still. Let me go back to those spikes again. And if you have noticed, if you know a prickly pear, you will know of these small little thorns, spikes, that will cause irritation if you don't wash your prickly pear carefully. So I think this is what happens with this one. Wow, VMP, beautiful. So I will take this fig and put it on a side, and what I will do, I will deal with this clothes moth. Let me put this elephant poo away, and I will put it in a plate after I'm done with this. Yo, that was very cool. Let me take off this. Oh, it's the first time, first School of Life, beautiful. So it was not my first time, but it was my first time seeing such a close look at this, and I didn't know how attached or closed together those thorns. Very, very, very interesting. VMP, I think now we're going to the clothes moth. Let's try the clothes moth. We're trying the clothes moth. Let me see, put it here properly. Yes, it looks like a dropping. Let me go there. Okay, it looks like a dropping. So this one has 4 life stages. It will be eggs. And it hatches in about 10 days. And what happens is there will be a larva stage, which it goes to up to 30 months. That's how long they can survive, just attaching themselves in horns. And after that there will be a cocoon that will last for 10 days, and it will also be an adult stage. And you will see the adult stage, it would be having a head that looks very golden with tuft hair on it. Let me put it very let me get it nice and easy there. So it looks like it's not something very delicious. Beautiful. So its genus name, some will know it as a ceratophagia, so which is a name that's derived from Greek, which means horny eaters. So these are the insects or the species that they feed on keratin. And you'll see them not only in horns, but you'll also see them in hoofs of dead antelopes. And in most times you see them, they prefer kudu horns, but you'll find them on buffalo skull, find them on different dead horns of dead antelopes. Oh, look at this. And you just notice this is the outer part, and this is the inside. You can see this is the lower part. You just see them on the surface of the horn. Oh, look at this. This is so interesting. Wow. So inside here, actually there's nothing here, so it means this one has passed its age or its stage. And you can see there was something that was staying inside there. Beautiful. And look at this beauty. So this is a close range, so you can see this thing, actually it's not as great looking. So I think for other species or prey species, there will be it won't look tasty because it looks like droppings. Whoa, beautiful. VMB. So that was beautiful. It's getting hot in here. So what's so interesting, keratin is it's a protein that which makes skin and nails and our hair, and that's what feeds on keratin. And after this, I'll be looking at this favorite thing of mine, which are droppings. And I like them. No, a dropper is still in the tree. Only dead animals, yeah, only dead animals. So what they do, they utilize these dead animal hooves and bones. But most of the time we don't really see hooves, because as we know that some of the carnivorous animals, they feed on hooves, like you see lions swallowing hooves, and hyenas swallowing hooves. So these closed moth or horn moths are mostly seen on the surface of the horns. So that's what they prefer to go. But they do go for hooves, but you don't really see that. So yes, and do you have one here? I think it's just, but it's a bit far away from the studio. I would have shown it to you. Then we're going for our droppings, VMP. Let's go for our droppings, but it's just grass here. I think it's just grass. Here it's just grass. So this shows that what an animal was eating, or what this elephant was eating, because this is a small little portion of the droppings that I picked up. And you can see there's a grasses, and so it tells you that what the elephant was feeding on that specific time or season. So because if you've noticed, their droppings, they change color a little bit, especially in summer. You'll see them feeding on a lot of grasses and leaves, and in winter you'll see the dropping changes because you'll see that it has bark in here, and a little bit of small little twigs and roots. And this is an old dropping, but I can't really tell how old it is, but just picked it up there while I was on the drive, so you don't really see much here. But when it's fresh, this dropping, you'll see a lots and lots of insects and dung beetles coming in from different angles of different sizes. And you'll see there are these VMP, there's nothing really much happening in this dropping. And what you'll see is what's so interesting in these droppings is that you'll see there's different dung beetles that the ones that are dung rollers. You see them rolling a dung ball from a pile of elephant poo or elephant dropping, and you'll see that these ones that don't roll the dung, what they do is they dig, and then they lay their eggs just underneath the pile of droppings, and the ones that they lay their egg inside the pile of droppings, and then they're the ones that they call them the thieves or the kleptocopterids, which they wait for these dung rollers or for the rollers to finish up with their work, and then they will be stealing their ball. Very, very clever, those ones. And yes, it's time for our clips. VMP, ready? It's time for our clips now. And thank you, Yuka, for preparing the clips, because I just landed today. Just came in today. I was supposed to be coming back yesterday, but I ended up coming today. And Yuka helped me with setting up the clips, and thank you so much. And it's much easier for me to work from here, and we're giving less work to FC guys, because they're the ones who are playing our clips, but VMP has shown us some tricks on how to play the clips. So what I'll do, you see the clips here on screen, while I play them here, then we pause them, and then we discuss a bit. Oh, more cameras went down. At least we have Khaya cam. So this is our first clip, which is our Khaya cam. First school of life, what is it you are using to get the magnification? The detail is great. I'm using a microscope, a very portable microscope. So this one is paused. What I will do, I will play it. So this is Critter Cam, and it's playing. It happened on the the 1st of April, of May. Is it May now? Yeah, 1st of May. Oh, it's a civet. So this one, I think, is the famous one that we all know. If you do follow our live cams, you will see the spot patterns. They look nearly similar to the ones we see all the time here. And I think is the one that is very what do I want to say? It's very common around this Critter Cam camera, and I paused here because you can see how tiny and skinny are its legs, and compared to the rest of the body. So these are very interesting animals. They're so big, but their track is so small. So you might think it's quite a small animal, but it is not a small animal. And they feed mostly on millipedes, but they also go for other insects. And what's so interesting about these animals, for you to see them, is that you will see latrines. Latrines is where they defecate. And what's so interesting is that you will see all these exoskeleton of millipedes, and you will know that it is a sea vet. And yeah, they utilize the bushes, and they're also active at this time of day. So that was just after 11 p.m. and it's so interesting. And so let's see where he goes. So off he goes. Beautiful. Look at that. It looks like he's dancing. and it looks like it's been raining on the 1st of May, because you can see this civet is very, very wet, and it's you can see there's drops. And this one, let's go back a little bit. I think we must go back a little bit there. Let's go back a little bit there. Let's go back a little bit. Yes, let's pause, let's play, let's pause and play. Pause there, pause there. You can see that there's a beautiful pocket there. It looks like is that a female male? So it looks like a female there, but it looks like a male. But I think that's a male. It looked very weird there, so you have to be extra careful. So if it was a leopard, it was going to be very easy to differentiate it, because the leopards, the males, have golden scrotum. VMP, we'll be going to another clip, brother. We saw this beautiful civet, and yes, Jenny, he was cleaning the cam, was doing the cam there. So what I will do is I'll play another clip. It's an interesting clip. Let's go there, VMP. Yes. Yes, this happened on the 24th of April. Just after 8 p.m. So this is Boskamp. Yes, a trapper, also is male. Oh, look at this beauty. Let's pause there. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. So we have a BB. We call them the BBs. Or the BBJs, the black-backed jackals. So you have easy to see them, spot them, because they don't have that horizontal white line on the side of their belly or their body, and they have a black tail. They don't have a whitish tail like the side striped. These ones, they usually walk in pairs, but this one looks like it didn't have a pair. So you, oh, there's one following. Yes. Yes, there's one following. Beautiful. And what's so interesting, look at that, they're sniffing there, and you'll see moving. But when they see a bush like this height, what's so interesting, they will be defecating on top of it most of the time, because what they do is they will make themselves look a little bit bigger, And what they do, they also utilize the droppings of other animals, the bigger pile of droppings, especially the rhinos and the elephants. So I think to them it will confuse the other black-backed jackals that this one is such a very huge jackal. So they must stay away from that area. VMP, let's go to another clip. It's also Boscam. Yes, Boscam just 15 minutes before 6 p.m. You can see the sun setting there. It's beautiful. I like it. Oh, the black-backed jackal. So look at this beautiful species of animal. It's so beautiful. You just love watching these guys, especially when they start hunting. You'll see them hunting rodents, hunting birds, and they are formidable hunters. But most of the time you see them scavenging. But yes, they are formidable hunters, and they will also go to the areas where they are lambs, especially when impalas are lambing. They will be making themselves at home with all those baby impalas, and they've been spotted in many areas where they hunt those. And they will also hunt for birds like flamingos, hunt for them, and they will also hunt for these birds that they are ground dwelling. It's beautiful, that Boscam sunset. So let's go for another video. VMP, it looks like it's Birds Party. So this is one of my favorite camera, which is Critter Cam. This was the first. That was a Sunday of 1st of May. Oh, it's Marcel directing. Thank you, VMP. So we have a Critter Cam, and it looks like birds are going to land here. Oh, number one, it's a blue wax-bill. Very small little bird. Love watching them. There's the second one joining. The third one joining. Oh! Ooh! I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this bird. I didn't expect this bird. What bird is this? What bird is this? If you know your birds, or if you think you know your birds, you will tell me what bird is this. And you will notice that the upper mandible, it has a tooth on both sides. What bird is this? And it's very big compared to those wax bills, those blue wax bills, and you can see its face, it's red, and you will see other very same species, but on other birds the face will be yellow. What's it called? Goes like that, but a little bit deeper. Jenny, black-collared barbet, Carol, black-collared barbet, pretty bird, first of life. Yes, beautiful. This is a beautiful black Cookie saying black-collared barbet. Yes, it is Cookie, black-collared barbet. So you'd be confused sometimes because of the coloration. The face can be yellow, the face can be red, and so it's a very pretty bird. Look at that. Ooh, the 5-inch. It's an African one. So you have African 5-inch there. Because you also do find the Jameson 5 inches. Whoa, this is such a beautiful Birds Party. Yes, first School of Life, you get the book on the app. Yeah, I think that the app makes life very easy. But the book, you know, it lasts forever. As an app can vanish from a phone, or you can lose it when the phone crashes or crashes. Beautiful, beautiful. And what's so interesting about those black collared barbets? is that they have, if you've noticed them, I don't know whether I've noticed them, their feet is different. That it maneuvers very, very. Oh, Yampy, my lights are gone. And we continue with that. It's a beautiful birds party. We call them small passerine birds. These small little birds, and yes, just happening just right next to me. And yeah, thank you so much. You'll just hear my voice because it's dark in the studio now. And we'll go to a next clip. Woo! This is the next clip that happened the second. And this was Monday. This was Microscope. This is, yes, who can tell me what rhino is this? What rhino is this?
Why are you in the dark, Khaya?
I don't know. We're in the
What
dark.
happened?
I don't know. It just everything just switched off.
Double load shedding.
Double load shedding. Yes, VMP. VMP is here. And what rhino is this? And MC is saying it's a fat rhino. Yes, it is fat. And this is such a beautiful one, because last week, remember, I showed you a black rhino. And so what rhino is this? Because the positioning, it might confuse you, but if you know what these rhinos feed on, you won't be confused. You'll get that very easy. She's pregnant. Whoa! Dropper, she's asking, she's pregnant. Not sure, but I've heard that there's a pregnant rhino in Microscope. Oh, cookie white rhino. Just wait for a second answer. Oh, Ralph White. Welcome, Ralph. I didn't mention a name before, but yeah, thank you. Thank you. Must M24. Thank you, Canadian. Welcome, you welcome all. Oh yes, Ralph Cookie, you are very right. This is a white rhino, because you can see its head, it's right on the ground. It means it's grazing. So a black rhino won't do that unless it's feeding on a very small plant, or it's drinking water, or it's sniffing on some urine that was left by a female or a male. So let me continue playing this clip and see. You can see it's dehorned. So it, I don't know how it. What is happening here? No, I want this to. No man, something's wrong here. I want this one to move. Let's go back a little bit. No, something got me here. I'm gonna go back a bit. Something got me here. No, this is a black rhino. This is a black rhino. Look at that. This is a black rhino. I thought it was a white rhino, VMP. This is a black rhino. Whoa! This is a black rhino, because it's feeding on leaves here. You can see the mouth. So that positioning was, oh, it got me, eh? Whoa, this is a beautiful people. This is a black rhino. It is a black rhino. Hey, do you see that coming? Whoa! See that again? It is a black rhino, not a white rhino. Here, the position got me, eh? Yes, Cookie. Pointy lip, Arlaramo. Thank you so much. Because I immediately when it turned, then I was like, no, this is not a white rhino. It is a black rhino. But there, when we go back there, let's go back to our same position. Let's go back to our same position there. You were here. Where were you? Where were you? Just there. Woo! It really looked like a wide mark rhino. But playing it, first group fly with tricky rhino. Look at that. It's a black rhino, and the pointy lips, and you can see what it's feeding on. Whoa! Ralph, I agree with you. It had us all. Eh? Whoa! Oh! Beautiful, beautiful. Now I haven't heard of that other animal, a black rhino and white rhino crossbreeding in the wild. I've never heard of that. But what I've heard of is that they will be trying to, or they've been trying to breed a northern and a southern white rhino. Because northern white rhinos is only, I think there's only 2 left now. The females, no, they don't. And yeah, let's go to our next clip. Let's see what's happening here. We have what's our clip or a live bush cam without an elephant? Canadian, it really tested me. Yeah, it really got me there. But yeah, and we have a friend here, my cousin, who's coming to say hello to us all. You can see it's quite a big elephant. You can see the tusk. And what I like about this positioning of this camera is that it gives us like all the details of these animals. So you can see a close range of this elephant. You can see and you can feel how big it is, and you sometimes see that elephant trunk or tip of the trunk wiping the lens. Oh, either it was a black rhino, so it got me. It was a black rhino, and yeah, here it looks like a mom and daughter, but you have to be extra careful because these young males that can join other males when they're about 12, between 12 and 14 years, they can look quite smaller, and from a distance you might think it's a breeding herd, but when you get very close you will notice that it's a bachelor herd, because these boys, they get super big. And from a distance, elephants are confusing, especially when they're in thick areas. You have to be extra careful when identifying their gender. And yes, let's go to our next clip and get to see what's happening. We're on Critter Cam. It looks like something is going to land here. Yes, a fork-tailed drongo. These are fork-tailed drongo, beautiful birds. One of the birds I like watching because it will always give you a very great sighting all the time. Oh, it's gone. Are you coming back? I don't think it's going to come back. So that's the bird that confuses other predators, and it also confuses other birds of prey, and it also confuses animals like squirrels, like other smaller birds. And what's so interesting about this bird is that some of the smaller birds, they like nesting right next to where it's nesting, because they know that this bird can chase, or it does chase, other bigger birds when they're around its nest. And those birds, they will be relying on fork-tailed drongo's safety, because I always say it has a very big heart. Beautiful people, it's that time of the day where the show has to end. Marcel, I don't know whether you'll come back to me, brother, because it's about a minute left now. Hello, I'm in the dark. This is the second stage of load shedding. The lights are gone. But thank you so much, beautiful people, for watching. I'll be seeing you same time, same place, same location, and maybe different topic. And Khaya loves you all. The Pendant Dog TV loves you all. And thank you so much for questions and comments. And thank you so much for sticking around with me until the end of the show. Next week it's going to be very beautiful and with different clips and with different things to look and more details from this beautiful microscope. And thank you VM, thank you Marcel and FC brother, really appreciate that. And everyone, I'm going to have my dinner. Thank you so much and have a great time. Get towards.